I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Hey everybody, it's Chris Bumbray here, live from London for JoeBlow.com, where I just visited the set of Justice League. Now, what has directors Zack Snyder, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, and Henry Cavill got in store for us? Watch and find out.
After the divisive reception to Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, the pressure is on to deliver something a little more all-inclusive with Zack Snyder's follow-up, Justice League. As you saw, our own Chris Bumbray visited the set and returned with a mountain of new information on the long-awaited ensemble superhero film. With so much information to share, we've broken it down to all the really interesting, cool, and juicy bits that are sure to get you hyped for this superhero team-up. With that said, here's everything you need to know about Zack Snyder's Justice League. For starters, it is no longer referred to as a two-part film. Zack Snyder's Justice League is simply that, Justice League, a complete standalone movie. Expect a lighter tone than Dawn of Justice, which was focused on being more akin to Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns, a much darker tale to begin with. Justice League is expected to be more of a fun ensemble superhero piece that focuses on the building of the team and uniting to fight a common threat. Justice League will have a heavy Jack Kirby influence, with the story revolving around the pursuit of the three Mother Boxes, one from Earth, one from Atlantis, and one from the Amazonians. The film takes place months after Batman v Superman, with Bruce heavily affected by Superman's death and seeking to honor his sacrifice in building the Justice League. Rather than being a Batman on the edge, he's now a Batman full of hope, hinged entirely on creating a team that can unite and fight a common threat while redeeming mankind. A large part of the story focuses on Bruce Wayne assembling the team, with Superman's return reserved for later in the film. In terms of bad guys, Steppenwolf is going to be one of the key villains, although not necessarily the only one. The influence and presence of Darkseid is very much alive, with the Parademons we saw in Batman v Superman once again appearing here. The role of Steppenwolf is expected to be cast soon. In addition, although not confirmed, it's implied that Lex Luthor will have something to do with the story as well. How big or how little is unknown. Ben Affleck confirmed that he is in fact directing a solo Batman film, but won't begin production until the script is just right, which he is currently working on to get to that point. The purpose of Affleck serving as executive producer on Justice League is primarily to have some oversight on the Batman character, as he will be directing the solo outing. This gives Affleck the ability to help steer the character and make sure everything stays in line with his next on-screen adventure. Batman's suit will see some improvements from Dawn of Justice, including armor plates underneath the costume to protect his vitals, seeing as he is the most vulnerable of the cast in terms of superpowers. In addition, we'll also see a new and improved version of his armored suit that we saw at the end of Batman v Superman, towards the end of Justice League. Bruce Wayne will also build a Wayne Tech carrier called the Flying Fox for the Justice League to utilize. In addition, Batman will have a new vehicle called the Nightcrawler, which was designed by his father, Thomas Wayne, and plays a large role in an underground tunnel battle. Willem Dafoe's role has been revealed as Vulko, a mentor character to Jason Momoa's Aquaman. He's described as being from another generation than Aquaman, with his costume being more courtly and elaborate, including silvery, washed-out colors and a lot of gill elements around the neck, with the idea being that Atlantean culture was once above water, and that their skin has adapted to breathing underwater. Amber Heard's character, Mara, is a warrior and a sorceress, and is described as the costume designer's favorite. Her outfit will have a type of chainmail that blends in with her skin. There's a very elaborate fitting process with these Atlantean characters in order to make the costumes comfortable and work with the choreography of the fights, as they fit really close to their bodies, almost like scales. J.K. Simmons' Commissioner Gordon has the classic Jim Gordon look. Simmons is wearing a hairpiece, mustache, and glasses. No word yet on how often he's going to unleash those guns. Ezra Miller's Flash will feature heavily in the film and will provide much of the comic relief to the proceedings. His initial costume will be pieced together from spacesuit material, held together by electrified wire. And towards the end of the movie, he'll rock a streamlined costume designed by Wayne Tech. Ray Fisher's Cyborg costume, on the other hand, will be all CGI, in contrast with everyone else on the team whose costumes are all practical. And as far as Superman is concerned, Zack Snyder did state that when we do see him again, his hair would be perfect, albeit a little longer, as per the traditional story. Junkie XL will be back to score the film, although it's unclear if collaborator Hans Zimmer will be involved. However, Zimmer's themes will be used regardless if he returns or not. And that's the gist of what you need to know from our Justice League set visit. Be sure to visit us at JoBlo.com for more of our coverage on Justice League, including interviews with Zack Snyder, Ben Affleck, Charles Robin, and much more. And you can see Justice League when it hits theaters on November 17th, 2017.